一つのたった一人たった一人の私はここ瓦礫の胸息もできない降り出す雨眠るように暗いこの世界を生き抜くのならばどんな花も飾ればいいの信じたいくせに信じられずに無力で無意味な自分がそれでも心で泣くんだこっちへおいでも声が聞こえる無限で無謀な明日がそれでもどこかで待つからたった一つたった一つのたった一人たった一人の私はここ
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Choochagatari Unlimited Train Works, video game Choo-Choo's anime podcast. It is September 9th, 2020. Wow. September. It's almost the fall season of anime. Next time, we're going to have to talk about that. But not now. Not this time.
We don't. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. We don't have to do that also. Like I said, our delay...
Who knows what
our-
that looks like.
It's a mess. I'll tell you that in advance. Because of our delay, we never have to do a discussion of an anime and the weekly, the seasonal anime discussion in the same episode, which will be very good because that means the episode won't be 3 hours long ever again.
There we go.
So yeah, with me as always is John
Hello, everybody.
and Elvie.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, this time I picked, for us, this month, we watched, Ancient Magus Bride, the first 12 episodes. It's half of it. I think it ends okay enough for that to be reasonable.
Yeah, I feel like they pretty explicitly made it feel like a season finale.
Yeah, so the Ancient Magus Bride is a manga series by Kore. Oh boy, Yamazaki. Okay, I was right. I always second guess myself with everything. And the anime was done by Wit Studio, who has been doing, a bunch of things. They've done a lot of things. Vinland Saga. They're doing The Great Pretender right now. Yeah. So yeah, it's only it was 2 years ago or something. It's pretty recent. I guess 3 now. But yeah, it's a nice little not urban fantasy at all, rural fantasy or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they are in the countryside, kind of.
Yeah,
the woods.
the British countryside, which I know is definitely part of the author's a huge Brit head. Scottish folklore nightmare person where they're always posting on their Twitter about rolling for all the Celtic Fate Go characters and going to folk festivals or whatever. Living that brand. Nice fun fantasy. I guess I don't know if fun is the word. I don't know actually. A slice of life, sort of, almost. But it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know the words to use to describe it. It's fantasy stuff. Supernatural, I guess. Yeah. So this is my 4th or 5th time watching it, I guess. I'm trying to remember. Because I ended up just a bunch of people going oh, you like that? Watch that with me. And then I do it. And it happens over and over again. So yeah, I liked it again. I don't know if I can recognize anything new anymore, but I was just yeah, it's good. I did watch a little of the dub because you both said it was fine. Yeah. And
Yeah, I would say so.
yeah. So I guess more interesting takes. Delvey, do you want to go first, or John?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Sure. This is my second time watching it, not my fifth.
Just a reasonable amount.
Yeah, and I also read the manga. I'm not sure where it is. I don't think I've kept up. Like I'm not sure where it is at this point. So like it's one of those things where like if a manga goes past 10 volumes, I kind of just stop for a bit and wait until it kind of nears its end because like I'm like I don't want to possibly deal with like a 30 plus like nightmare. So I might as well wait to know how many numbers I should expect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since it's like 90 days between chapters and stuff like
the author of this series does not have a
not a set schedule.
Like, it's consistent, but it's really long. And it's like, okay, but yeah. No, yeah, I still like it. I like, and this is in my second watch, I decided, like, I'm going to see how the dub is. And yeah, like, I quite like the dub. I like what they did. And I think it helps that this is a very subtly acted series, too. They're not, like, it's not, for one, it's not comedy, and then two, it's also kind of, like, a very subdued slice of life, where it's, like, everyone's just talking normally, and there's no, like, weird, over-the-top, like, characterizations. The characters, even though we have, like, a lot of fantasy characters, and we have, like, a lot of fantasy creatures, no one's really, like, I think acting very archetypal to what you would see in a lot of anime where there's like a specifically directed acting style for certain types of characters, and we don't really see that here. It's very subdued. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of like a very subdued fantasy series. I think they're cowards though for not giving everyone a British voice. I was appalled.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, you are in Europe, do the fucking thing.
Yeah, no Bakano style.
Only what's his name had a what's his name? Well, okay, only like one or two characters had like a distinct accent, and I was like, "What? Come on, no, this should be most of these people. Let's go." But anyway, and yeah, the voice actress, I think she's not in many things. She's not like one of those like known dub voice actors, but yeah, I think. Well, yeah, as you will go later on, there's an interesting fun fact about.
You're just gonna blow up her spot.
I feel like I should just talk about this now because this is one of the most fucked up things that I have come across. And this is not a jab at her or anything like that. This is just wild. So a few nights ago, I was just casually thinking, man, wasn't there some like YouTuber who did some kind of self-insert thing with Midna on his YouTube account? Where he was just, like, hanging out and talking about games with Midna. And so it took me a long time to find the guy, and then I found him, and I looked at his videos, and recently he didn't do any Midna videos, and I was like, I don't know, maybe they, like, fought or something, I wonder what happened. So I looked at his older videos where Midna was still there, and I saw the, like, handle that the girl was going by, and then I looked up that handle, and turns out that she plays Chisei.
Well, sometimes that's how. I mean, that seems to be how voice actor pipeline is going these days. To be honest, like it's just like, do you have video evidence on YouTube that you are like a voice person?
As weird as it may be, yeah.
I mean, yeah. You think about how many voice actors were like the big one that. Yeah, the big one that comes to mind really immediately is like Kira Buckland, how she started off with like all those, she was basically just like the girl in all the Newgrounds stuff, and now she's like in all kinds of games, all kinds of anime, she's fucking 2B, like it's absolutely not something to talk trash about, but it was just very funny that I 100% did not know, and it was just, I wonder who this person, I'm listening to her right now. She's doing a really good job. All right, I think she's really good as Chisei. So,
yeah. On my watch, this time, I kind of see the issues I have with the anime, in which it's not even the content-wise, not even like what they decided to adapt, because I think they're pretty it's pretty parallel. It's pretty straightforward. Like they didn't leave anything out that I thought was significantly noticeable or anything like that. It was more like, I guess the pacing of it is kind of wild, especially in the first couple of episodes, because when you're and I think this is one of those things where when you're reading something in print form, like like a manga,
Yeah.
in this case, there's like this is where one of those this is where one of the other things that you have to kind of realize and pay attention to is like the difference in how you're absorbing the material. So for something like this, again, where it's kind of it's again a subdued fantasy, it's not like action all the time or nothing epic is happening all the time. It's a very kind of like lull thing with like multiple it's kind of anthologic too, like she's going through she's helping people, or like she's being literally thrown into like different situations where she ends up helping people, and you have all these different stories. So, like, in comic form, that's, like, a nice, like, kind of relaxing thing to kind of take in. And especially, like, how unique the art style is in the manga. It's just, like, a pleasant thing I just want to take time to look at page by page. Versus, like, the first 1 or 2 episodes. Okay, so we have the setup where she's being sold. And then immediately we're thrown into the house. We're thrown into like, oh, these fucking crazy fairies are after her. Like, oh shit, like dragons, and like it kind of like goes by really quickly. And not to say that that stuff should have been paced out and stretched across like even more episodes. Definitely not. But I just felt like the presentation of that information was kind of overwhelming when you realize, and again, coming from my experience, like reading the manga first, like. It's very different. It feels very different. And so it kind of takes me off guard in throwing me into something that I'm not used to. Where, like, oh, I'm used to I'm used to, like, absorbing the events that happen in this way versus how it's presented differently in anime form. Because it's an anime form. So, unfortunately, it just inherently will be different. And it might just be translated as faster. So, it's very interesting how, like, in a lot of ways... other things struggle with the problem, like, oh yeah, they have too much filler, or like it's too slow. Whereas in this case, I felt like now that I'm seeing this like again, like it feels like the anime's a little too fast, especially for something that has so many characters and is introducing like all this like lore and myth that might not be that familiar, especially if think about like Japanese, the typical like Japanese anime watcher. Like I'm not I'm not sure if they're like a whole like Brithead like the like the author, right? So it's kind of like throwing you all this stuff in a very I guess overwhelming way. Not so overwhelming, but not in a way where like I can just take a step back and enjoy the scenery, right? So I guess that's kind of like my one main issue with the anime, at least I was commenting on the first season. And I would say that's only an issue in the first couple of episodes, especially when we're establishing what her situation is, as a Sleighbeggy, however we need to pronounce that.
Sleighbeggy's good. I really, it sounds really cool, but like when they were really like when the manga stuff was first coming out and I was reading scans and it was just like Slay Vega, I was like, okay.
I think it's supposed to be Sleighbeggy, yeah.
Yeah, like
is it not?
No, yeah, it is, yeah. They changed it to that.
Vega is how they decided to spell. Yeah, it's very odd. They wanted to make it look cooler, but
it's just romanization,
like, come on,
right?
Except it's
like,
Beggy.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's a great series. I think like again, like I think if you're into, I don't know, like if you're into high fantasy, this might not be something you would expect that you would like, but you could be surprised. I mean, like if you're into like more explorations of like European myth and folklore, like it's something definitely worth looking into, especially like contextualize and like and obviously like the character Chisei, the main character, is a Japanese teacher, like she's obviously like an avatar for like a Japanese reader. So, and to me that was interesting because normally when we see that, it's really bad, and it's in stuff like isekai.
Yeah.
But then in this case, and again, there's like a quality to it where she's really like held up to, like, as a Sleighbeggy, she's really held up to a high platform. She's super special, but not in a way where like it's the issue of like potential Mary Sue Gary Sue syndrome, where I don't think that's the case. But I think they do it in a way where she both has a character, but is also someone you can kind of take a step back as and be and also be a lens. I think that the series did it in a very successful way, where they like have an avatar main character. Like she actually is like aware and actually does things, and is not just like overly put on this pedestal and immune from problems. In fact, she's not. She's constantly being like kidnapped or like being hurt, and it's kind of funny. Again, like going back to how the first few episodes, it just feels like she keeps getting thrown into shit or being beat up. It's like insane. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a very solid series, I think, for anyone who is just kind of into that light fantasy, not quite high fantasy, but you never know. I think it's like it's very unique, I think. And I think that's what makes it really special. It's very unique. I can't really think of anything else to compare it to besides like it having, small girl with monster man. Like there's a manga series I read called The Girl from the Other Side, and I think the artist for that even made fan art for Magus Bride, I think. I don't think.
I mean, of course, they're like the same.
Yeah, of course, it's the same thing. I think they're all like these people are into that whole like small girl monster man dynamic.
Yeah, listen, I get it. Okay, it's a good aesthetic.
It's like, oh, okay, I see what you're into. But yeah, like I can compare it to that, but that's really the main thing. It's also a fantasy thing, but totally different story. But the art for that is also very gorgeous, but again, very different. But we're looking into The Girl from the Other Side. And I think Wit 2 also made a short out of it. There's no series for this.
Yeah.
But Wit made a short out of it because I think they realized, oh shit, these two things are kind of similar. But no, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's still positive. But I think like rewatching it again, like made me realize, how interesting it is that, something you might be just used to reading in a different medium, like might translate differently when, it's in a different format. And not even because of because of what they choose to adapt. Again, like they were pretty straight on, like, yeah, here's everything. This is everything that happens. I, again, don't remember like if anything was left out, at least
I don't think so.
Season. I don't remember. Yeah. But especially with the type of series it is, it really does take you back, realizing how many things happen at once compared to when you're reading it like a manga, right? But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, really.
Yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean about it being a little faster, because I always forget every single time. Like, there really is just, like, 3 episodes in a row where it's like, I don't know, Chisei falls in a pool, Chisei gets kidnapped by a dragon, Chisei falls over or something in the woods. Like, it's just like, yeah,
whole ass dragon dies. Like,
yeah, like a lot happened. That I think. Yeah, when I first watched that series, the thing that made me go like, wow, I think I'll really like this a lot, was episode 3. I thought it was really, really good, with the dragon.
I think it was a very strong one.
Yeah, they managed to get that all in one episode. That's pretty effective. But John, what did you think? It's your turn. You can go wild, whatever. Say whatever.
So, this is my first time watching it. I've read a little bit of the manga, but only the first volume, which I think got up to, like, right around the end of the, like, cat section. But I enjoyed it quite a lot. It's definitely got, like, a lot of the things that you all said I agree with. I will say, like, I'm pretty sure I talked about it back when I read the first volume of the manga and all that, but I think it's so odd that they went with the whole bride thing. It's almost like it doesn't it's not even like a thing at all. Like, yeah. I don't know why it's like there. Why did he? Like, he says it like twice.
It's a slow burn, John. You don't understand. It just takes. You have to wait until she's like 20 in the manga right now, and
yeah, it's.
I mean, okay, yeah, but still, it's just like.
No, totally. I think it was just to be like, he's a funny guy. He doesn't get it. I think that was just like the point. Like they were thinking like, oh, it's.
I guess, but it
is weird.
It makes it so hard to like plainly recommend this show because you're just like, yeah, she's technically underage at the start of this, and he's talking about marrying her, but it's good. I swear to God, it's good. It's not creepy. I swear to God. You know, like, you look like a fucking asshole. At least I do, because, you know, I don't know.
No, yeah, the biggest hurdle for me was, he buys her at the beginning.
I was gonna say that too. It's like there's the underage
also
thing,
just-
and then but I mean, you can kind
The
of
slavery
go
one.
around. Okay. I know this. I know this is. There is at least a very readily apparent, like, immediately story element to the slavery thing.
Yes, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I know that sounds just fucking
It's true, though,
insane,
yeah.
but still,
It is true,
yeah.
though.
Like, about Chisei just, like her giving herself up to slavery is, like, it's basic, it ties into her past, because it's pretty much her basically killing herself, but she doesn't want to actually do that because she watched her mother do that. And so there's like a trauma attached to that, but she still doesn't want to be in charge of her life anymore, and she just wants to give up. But then being with Elias and having those connections and having, you know, a community around her makes her, like, more vibrant and more alive. So that it makes sense. It ties into her character, and it makes sense. You know, yeah. So that I know it's fucked up that saying, like, the slavery is way less of a problem.
See, the real
but-
fucked up thing to me is that the dude who does it is, like, later in the manga is like they're trying to be like, oh, he's a cool dude. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do
know.
come back, yeah.
I wouldn't know that. I apologize. So.
Oh no! It's done fine. John. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm just saying, like,
okay.
it's funny that they
Okay.
do that later.
Okay.
Because they explain it there then too. Also,
Sure. All right. Well, then maybe I'll see it. But yeah, I really love the world that they set up here. Great cast of characters. Like, every time you saw any of those characters interacting, it was a treat. Why did I say it like that? Rose, could you cut that? Because that was just, like,
What?
the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said in my life. I just said, anytime you see the characters interacting, you love it. Like, what?
I mean, that's a reasonable thing to say. Well, I don't know.
No, it's not. That's like, I feel like I'm, like, drunk or something.
It's like you're
saying that.
enjoying. You're really enjoying the interactions
Okay.
more than just the base.
I am enjoying. I enjoy seeing
Them
different
bounce off each
characters
other.
in their Yeah, they very much do. Like, I love. I apologize for not remembering names, but just seeing how the characters' backstories, like, layer on each other. Like the guy who runs the dragons
Lindell.
area. Yes. Like, having him sit down and, like, it turn out that he's, like, Elias's master, basically, and or master in a mage sense. Like, he taught Elias how to, like, basically be a person, be accepted in society in a sense. Like, Elias just started off as this, like, fucked up monster that wandered up, and now he's, you know, pretty much got a hold of himself, and now he's
A little
passing that on
bit.
to.
He's got it a little bit. He's still pretty
He's-
twisted.
No, he's twisted, but he's at the very least able to, you know,
He's nice
help
to other
Chisei
people,
out.
yeah.
But yeah. He's able to interact with others without making them flip out. But you know, it's like it's this, like, tier of teaching and this, like, family, familial connections almost, where, like, it's basically like Chisei just going to visit a grandparent. Like, you know, he's constantly making jokes about Elias being, you know, his kid, and then Chisei's like his granddaughter, but it really does feel like that, where you're just like, you know, now I know a little bit more about my parents' upbringing, that's why they're the way that they are, and now it's kind of similar where it's like, yeah, like, Elias is my mage master, and now I'm learning who his mage master was, and then even who my mage master's master was. Like, there's these, like, layers of community and layers of ancestry in just how they interact, and that is very interesting. But I will agree that the first couple of episodes, I was just sitting there and I was just like, all right, so this is going to be another scene where Elias talks to somebody and Chise is going to pet some animal, or Chise is going to get...
But that's good.
That's good. That's
Pushed
how it
into
is.
something.
That's the real life. That's how it goes.
The axolotl thing.
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's how it went.
It is how it went, yeah.
That's how it went. And it was fine because it was just like building upon things, and I don't know, like what I really took away from Ancient Magus Bride was it has a very strong sense of hope, of personal hope, in that there is always a chance that you will meet someone new. There is always someone out there who will accept you for who you are, and that, you know, we need to be there for each other, and, you know, someone will help you and you can help someone, and it doesn't always have to be in physical ways. It doesn't always have to be in monetary ways. It can, like, helping others. There are many different ways to help others, and like that, the show is just all about that. You know, like I think about how Chise was there for the old dragon when he passed away, and you know how important that was to him, even though he had just met Chise. Like that was a really special scene, and then, you know, just seeing the layered interactions between Elias and Chise, how when Elias went sicko mode and then he had trouble fixing himself, there's a strain in the relationship, but it's this very believable strain where Elias understandably feels like he doesn't want to bring Chise down with what's wrong with him, with his problems, especially when he's worried that he's going to eat her. But there's also the point that she wants to be there for him because he's there for her, and, you know, it's hard for him to open up. And that was very, very cool to see that sort of relationship in a show where it's so believable when, you know, you think about how people interact with each other, and you think about the different relationships that you would have with different folks where, you know, you might be scared to open up. And it's, you know, it's horrifying to open up to somebody. You know, you can be a fucked up demon man, but, you know, your apprentice wife girl is probably just as, if not scarier than you are to you when you're anxious, you know?
Yeah, I especially like how the series has very human problems applied to these otherwise mystical creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and one of the, you know, and like you said, that was like one great example. And the other one, of course, you would immediately think of because he's a major character, but like Ruth, and how like he, you know, how his, like, in a way, you know, like you could just argue like he was a dog. He didn't understand,
he was just a dog.
Like,
yeah.
oh, people die. And or like, yeah, he like, and especially for like a young girl who just died, you know, like that's probably something he can't comprehend. I could not comprehend, like, why would she just suddenly die? And it's like, oh, she's just, you know, like, just in a very innocent way. But also, I think a lot about how that can easily translate to how one is, you know, one can easily resort to denial when you're thrown in a bad situation. And, like, and you know, and, like, it can be just allegorical to that. And how, for so long, he just forgot who he was. So, you know, literally, he forgot who he was, but, like, again, metaphorically, like, when you become so consumed in grief like that, like, that's something that can just easily happen to you, you know? And of course, like, eventually when he came around to realizing, oh, yeah, I was once a dog. I remember my past life as, like, a normal dog, but now I'm, like, a Grim, where I now have, like, a proper role to play, and I'm now also this girl's familiar, you know, like, he kind of just found himself as a new person after coming out of that, like, you know, he kind of had to go through that pain, realizing I was so broken up after that, I forgot who I was, but, like, yeah, like, it's a very, yeah, it tackles very, like, beautiful problems through these magical beings, and like, oh yeah, they have like issues too. I think at least in the first season, it's I think really, as much as I loved like the lore behind the cats community, and like, yeah, there's a whole thing there in a hierarchy, I felt like that particular story with the couple was probably my least favorite one because it's too much. And not because it's like, oh, this is fucked up, it's because I felt like it was kind of the most cliched one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Out of all the problems like that they showcased here, because it was just kind of like a classic like guy goes sicko mode for someone he loves, and then he fucks up and goes too far. They'll I have to admit though, that cat murdering him after was kind of cool, but but I think that was kind of like the weakest story showcased amongst all the problems, amongst all the different situations. I would say, but I do quite like the explanation of the hierarchy of like how the cats work, and how, again, akin to like what you would hear a lot about in like European like folklore, like cats are really important, very also, very pivotal in the history of many cultures and mysticism associated with many cultures, especially when it comes to the history of like mages and witches. Like, I thought that was cool, but I thought the story associated with explaining that in that exposition is not my thing.
Yeah.
It kind of got a little silly, I think, too.
Well, I mean, she turned into
because it was so
sludge.
edgy.
She turned to sludge.
She just exploded.
Yeah, and then he
what
was
the
like,
fuck?
damn.
And then, yeah, Satan boy just walks away. I was like, shit, damn, bye. Like, what? Why aren't you? And it's a shame, too, because that specific character, too, kind of, like, not past the first, that kind of character is not, like, really resolved either until we go further into the series, but say la vie. But, yeah, it got a little silly. Because it was too much, yeah, especially compared to, like, other stuff that was explored.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have the subtlety of the oh god, what's the Ruth stuff. The Ruth stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely way
Yeah.
more overt than that stuff. Yeah. That's what I don't know why it took me forever. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any other actually, you know what? I do. I read the
Yeah, you talk about
spin-off just recently.
Oh, shit.
What?
I read one of the spin-offs. It's like called Jack Flash, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick before I sound like a fool. Jack Flash and the Fairy Case Files. Okay, so I read this.
Oh, yeah.
That just came out over here like a month ago. Not even, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It's pretty good. It's a very different vibe, but it has a lot of the stuff that's good in Magus Bride. It takes place in New York. And it's very like, Mamma Mia, it's a New York. Like, it's like incredible. Oh, there's gangsters everywhere. Oh no, like stuff
shit.
like that.
Is it the same time period?
Yes, it's exactly the same time
Okay.
period. It starts at the same time that the series does, or maybe a little later. But yeah, it's mostly pretty good. I think they have a great concept, which is the main characters are two changelings. And changelings in Magus Bride world are born at the same time or something like that, but to opposite parents. And by what I mean by that is one has fairy parents and one has human parents, and they get swapped.
Yeah.
And I think that's a novel idea. That's an interesting little thing to do. So yeah, they're both just like the same. One of them just turns into a puppy boy all the time, I guess, like a wolf guy. He's just a wolf, so kind of Magus Bride stuff, I guess, basically. I think it's pretty good. It has all the stuff that I liked about Magus Bride. My only complaint is there are like 3 different parts of it where they're like, damn, did you know we're a Magus Bride spinoff? And it's like incredibly over the top, like so they go see Lyndall, all right? And it's just like, that's reasonable, whatever. He's like a big guy in the world. And then it's like, she's just like, damn, Lyndall, I heard that that guy bought a slave eggie. Is that true? And then he just puts his finger on his chin and he goes, yes, it's very entertaining. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, come on. Like, and they did like that 2 more times. And I was just like, yeah, okay, I get it. But otherwise, it was pretty good. I haven't read the other spin-off yet. I don't think it's been brought over here yet. I don't remember what that one's called. But I think it's like gender swap Magus Bride, basically, where it's like a lady painter or whatever adopts a kid or something.
It's the young wizard's husband. I don't know.
No, it's not. Nothing. It's not like that. I just meant like there's a fucked up like fish lady or something, and a little guy or something instead.
I don't know. I'm just being a fucker. I don't know.
The young wizard's husband. That that sounds like a youth adventure novel that would come out now, probably.
Sure, let's do it. Let's fund it. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, infinite money. Here we go.
Yeah. But something else I guess I'll say is that the music is so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. Oh my God. Like every time an episode would end, I would just like sit there like listening to the credits music and I'd just be like like it really hits
The
you.
first opening is really good too. The second opening's fine, but it's a lot more like shoujo style stuff. But the first opening is like all-time greats to me. It has a great distinctive vibe that I think really helps the show in general also.
Yeah, it's very specific to this series.
Yeah. Yeah, the music in general, like all of the like mood music that is reused for scenes and stuff. It's just like very engrossing stuff. Like the little sad theme that's like dun 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 dun. Yeah, I think the only time I was ever like, I mean, it's still good, don't get me wrong, but I was like, oh, this is a little over the top, is when Lyndall sings his little song. I was like, it's a little over the top.
He does it like twice.
Yeah. He didn't need to do it twice. It was fine the first time.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
The second time I was like,
Here he goes again. Grandpa's at it again.
He goes into like a full ensemble like of instruments. Like, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I love his little fucked up seal child that he has. Yeah.
So yeah, she's fucked up.
Every time I see her, she's so fucked up.
Like where did she just fucking showed up when after they had a sad moment. She's like, hello everyone, I'm gonna take you back to the dragons. Like what? She's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that I always forget is the fucked up subtle scene in like episode 11 where they just have like that bird comes to visit or whatever. That's like, hey, you should send her to school or something so that she goes to school. And he's just like kills the bird and buries it in the garden. It's like, okay. Normal man. Yeah. If you liked it, I recommend continuing to watch it or read it, whatever. The OVA takes place right after episode 12, the 3-part OVA. It's really a prequel, but like chronologically, it's told after episode 12. And it's good, but it's a little overwrought. A little bit, just a little bit, but it was also like an anime original thing. So,
yeah,
okay.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, it's I don't
know. Yeah, I don't know if I even watched that. I think that's why.
It came out before.
I like forgot it was a thing in between. Yeah,
it came out like before the anime did.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I remember it now. It was kind of like a weird preliminary.
Yeah, it's like a little
waters
prequel.
With this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely like you can tell like it was anime original. You can like you can super tell it. That's what I'll say. Like, it lacks the like measured like we're adapting this from something type thing that comes with
like
the rest of the series, but it's still pretty good.
World building, cohesion,
and then everything after I think is also really good. Things just keep getting fucked up. So. Yeah. All right. Do you want to go onwards or anything else?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Were there questions around the series?
Oh, yeah, were there any?
Comments?
Let me take a peek, because I don't think so. Okay, I guess technically, okay, so there's one that is definitely about it. Second one, I'm not sure. Was there a Will-o'-the-Wisp in this show?
Oh yeah, the little blue guy.
Yeah.
In the woods with Ruth.
Little blue
the little blue guy.
Yeah.
He had like a hood on and he had a little staff.
Yeah, and they like forget about him at the end. It's they just leave him
Yeah,
there.
he's like pissed off.
I
He's
feel like
"Where
a
the fuck,
fucking.
Where did you guys go? Yeah.
I feel like a fucking prick because I don't really remember him. But
He like zaps them all away
He
or
just
something.
shows up.
Yeah.
And
okay.
he just screams at everyone, and no one pays attention.
And then he
That's
does
what kind of
foreshadowing.
is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that little guy. Okay, I do kind of remember that. Yeah, no, I'd be friends. I feel bad for not really remembering, but it's a cute little critter. Sure.
He comes back like out of nowhere later, and it's pretty good.
I mean, that's what he did in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
There
true.
was, like, no build up to it. I was like, what?
I mean, there are always just will-o'-the-wisps everywhere. That's just how the United
that's
Kingdom
true.
is.
I guess it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
justified in that. Like, oh, okay, whatever. It's just hidden.
I would also.
And then I guess the second thing here is that our friend in your Spencer messaged and said, "Is this month's anime about romance with a skeleton?"
Yeah, I feel like he would be interested in something like that.
I mean, he's like, to be accurate, like, he's technically not a skeleton, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Man,
both
who
things.
knows what he is?
I don't. Yeah.
Later,
we still don't
he
know.
just-
This series is kind of deep in, and they still don't know. No one knows.
Later, he just cuts his head in half and turns it into a dog. And he says it's easier this way. And just gives
You're right,
it to
yeah.
Chisei and is like,
There's like
here.
a dog mini version of him that
Yeah.
happens, and it's fucked up.
And then,
It's
like,
really
when
fucked
she
up.
comes
It's like,
home and is like, he picks up the dog version of himself and goes, "Hello, Elias," and then the dog goes, "Hi, Elias," or something, and then they just fuse again, and it's just like, okay,
it's horrible.
it's really
I guess I
fucked
gotta
up.
keep watching this.
I think the only thing I'll say about the manga is that, like, I really like the manga a lot. Like, this is one of my favorite series, but I cannot wait for them to do another anime because the manga, like, one chapter every 90 days specifically, I think, for the arc that they've been doing, which is, like, a lot of new characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's been kind of really, like, I have to stockpile 3 chapters and then read them at once instead of doing like 1-to-1 to like, one every month and a half or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that's got to be really hard to keep track of, just like all the new characters
Yeah.
and all that.
Like, they're not doing a bad job of introducing them. It's just like, because they're giving them all their time and stuff like that. But it's like, there are a lot of them. And it's just sort of keeps going, and it's like, okay, the cast is introduced, and it's been like a year, like, yeah. So, and they basically said they would make another anime when they had the material. They did a fucking anime music video for the new arc or whatever, that you can see somewhere. So yeah, I think that's everything I have on Magus Pride now. It's good. All right, that's everything. So we go to the normal show now?
Sure thing.
All right. Okay, so I will confess right now, I watched like 3 anime since the last time we were here. 3 episodes. Because our projector's bulb died. And that was the only way we watched anime. So, just did not watch a lot of anime. Sometimes that's just how it is. I will just start off also by saying real quick, I forgot to mention that they had a Wii U on Rental Girlfriend. And I was shaken to my core. because that's the first time I've seen accurate, like the age that this girl would have been at in the image that she had a Wii U in would have been time accurate for someone to have a Wii U. Usually they would just throw a Switch or something there, like back, or like, and who gives a shit? But they really did it.
Just a Wii.
Yeah, but they really had her doing the Wii U tablet.
I had like a full-on Wii U.
And they just took it away from her. Yeah,
It didn't help her, though, I would say.
yeah, we can talk about this this show now. Also, actually, now that we're here,
Gosh.
how's it going for you?
Oh boy, it's getting more exhausting. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, which is like a shame, because again, I was like hoping her show to be like, oh, okay, it's gonna do something interesting. It's gonna like, no, it's not doing that. It's falling apart. It's like a very self-sabotaging series.
Yeah.
I would say.
Ironic.
You know, I'm gonna talk about like at least the most recent episode I've seen. Again, I think I'm one episode behind for this series specifically. That is the worst Christmas episode I've
That's
ever
pretty bad.
seen in an anime. It's really bad. And to validate my concerns over like, this can't just be me. I can't be the only one feeling weird secondhand embarrassment. I looked up like other comments and like other, you know, other boards or whatever, other communities talking about this, other people reviewing or blogging about it. And a lot of people like are saying things like, oh man, when he messed up, I had to like leave my house and do like a jog around like for a few, or like I had to watch something else to like detox. You know, like people are saying all these things about like I had to like drink so much water after watching. You know, it's so bad. And to get to how bad this was, he basically stalked a girl for a whole episode, and he just fumbled. And it's like, what the fuck was that? He wasted his whole day. Probably Christmas Eve. I think it's Christmas Eve or something. Just stalking this girl, and it's like ridiculous. And in such a way where like he's not being like a pervert, but in a way because he's so insecure and he thinks this. So our main character, he's like, of course, obviously he's still kind of attached to the first girl, the girl who like what's her name? Chizuru. I'll just say Chizuru.
Yeah.
Chizuru. He's still, you know, he still thinks about her. He still kind of has like this infatuation longing for her. But again, it's not clear if he like is just like lusting over her, or if there's like other things going on. But you know, they clearly still have, I think, this kind of baggage because of the fact that like when, you know, he was using her services, like there was clearly more that developed between them more than what she was supposed to do. And he just sees her one day like out just doing her own thing, and she's talking with a guy, and then he gets so upset that he's like, oh shit, she must be dating a guy. That might be her real boyfriend. And he just stalks the two of them the whole day. He ends up stalking the guy going to the men's bathroom. He like hears in over like a phone call or something.
It's sick.
He just follows them around it's insane. It's like, what? He follows them around the whole day. And in the end, like, she's like, I'm surprised because given what we established her characters are, usually she seems like she would just blow up at him. But no, she actually was like weirdly like a little kind of nice to him. Maybe a little too nice to him too.
That's her
Kinda,
character.
like,
She's too nice to him.
She's too nice to him. And she tells him like, no, what the fuck? This guy is like helping me get into acting. He's like some sort of recruiter or some sort of person who like in the business, and that's what that whole relationship was. They were getting to know each other, and it's a purely like professional thing about like being nice to each other when you have to do that stuff. You like go out and like have personal meetings with people to help you get fucking jobs. And then, you know, of course again, it was just a blatant like thing about like, yeah, he's still obsessed with her for some reason, and like the whole thing was just bad because it was the whole episode. I feel like this whole thing could have been just like, you know, like if they were still gonna go with this direction, it could have been like a whole thing about like, you know, a much shorter skit. It was a whole episode though. It was a whole episode of just that. It was nothing interesting was going on beyond that. And two, we previously established in like this current arc that he is now trying to date someone else. And what the fuck happened to her in this episode? Like, I think it would have been interesting if she was like interwoven in this plot somehow, but she kind of just stopped existing. Like this whole episode, like what happened to her? Like why is he not messaging her, or like why is she like, you know, for like I feel like it would be interesting if she kind of intervened on this and was like, you know, why is this guy looking at another girl, or like what, you know? And there's a whole thing going on with that character too, where like she kind of started becoming interested in him because of, you know, Chizuru. But she kind of just didn't exist for this episode, even though we had spent and invested all this time with her in the last episode. Which goes into my main problem of the series being very self-sabotaging, but this author clearly wants the main character to go with Chizuru, but for some reason is continuing to waste their time by introducing other characters and other plot lines to interrupt that. So I don't know why they're not willing to just kind of fess up and stop what they're doing and just make it about these two. And to kind of demonstrate that point even further, Mommy just fucking disappeared. Like, what happened?
Gone.
She's just gone. She was like a really hated, controversial, like rancid character. Now she's just suddenly gone. She's just erased. Like as if like that whole thing was in a bubble, and as if she was not deeply influential as to why our main character is messed up the way he is. What happened to her? Why is she no longer a threat? They just stopped talking, and now she's no longer an issue. Like, and to even further emphasize how bad this is, people who read the manga said, yeah, Mommy is literally gone too in the manga. She has yet to return 30 chapters into the manga as far as the anime went. She is literally gone. Like, she just dropped off of the face of the earth. So this series, yeah. So I don't know. This series has so many problems going on here, and it all boils down to the fact that I think the author wants just these two characters to go each other, but they're just wasting their time trying to introduce like a harem conflict when it's not even well written, because they keep forgetting the other characters and are not properly interweaving everything properly to actually make conflict. So yeah, that's my thing. It's just like becoming an exhausting series, and if not frustrating, because it's just being poorly like presented. Yeah, that's
I was laughing about the thing that I think you posted, or maybe someone else posted it, about how her merchandise,
yes, like her merchandise, yes, waifu wars merchandise.
It's
yes.
just the only one left, or whatever. Like, just there's so much of it.
She's like, her Bobby character was so hated that her merchandise is still well stocked compared to the other girls. And that one girl who isn't even in the anime yet, the anime's like almost done, like for this core.
Yeah,
like she's not even showed up yet. That's another problem. But that girl, her merch is sold out too. So like, but yeah, wild series.
Yeah, so I've caught up a little, and I won't spoil too much so you can see it. But I will say, like, it's all about the Ruka girl, Blue Ribbon, and the main problems that I have had with the series are two things. One, everyone takes the most insane fucking like route around to like not say something instead of just not saying something like a normal person. Like, everyone's like doing incredible leaps like to just insanity constantly, when like all that it would take was like one person to go up to the fucking grandma or something and be like, hey, you know, your expectations are really fucking everything up. Okay, you really need to like be a normal person, and like if you think he's doing bad, then you need to help him stop being bad instead of this shit or something like that. Like, it just gets worse in the new episode. It's so bad. Second, every single person they walk by on the street has to say something in this show. Every single person. It's the same thing in Uzaki-chan. It's the same exact thing, where it's just like they will walk by and every single fucking person is like, wow, what a hot girl. I can't believe that ugly guy is with her. Or like, whoa, that's a perfect angel walking by. Like,
loud?
It's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, or like, wow, he's really a monster for doing X or whatever, like, off of this assumption. I mean, like, it's just like, nobody would fucking talk, okay? Maybe one person. You could have one person be like, wow, or something like that. Not like everywhere all of these people go in both Izaki and this, everyone's watching them nonstop, like, all the time. And it's just like, have you ever been out? Like, nobody fucking, like, if you're out on a date with someone, like, nobody's paying attention to you. I'm sorry, like, nobody. They're probably trying to avoid looking at you.
Right.
Like,
it would, like, yeah, they're repulsed by, like, physical affection.
Yeah, like... but yeah, those two issues are just, like, it's just... chill out. Like, really chill out. Yeah. It's a show. Alright. I think that whole like episode you watched is like that's like my least favorite thing that happens in anime ever is when it's like I'm stalking them because I think they have a boyfriend or something. It happens so much in anime, and it's just like I'm just like constantly like, do people think like they don't have like brothers or like friends? Or like like they go to college, you don't think they have classmates they're maybe doing something with, or like anything like
Right.
Like I remember one of the worst ones I was watching, I can't remember what show it was, but it was just like a 60-year-old dude was with her and everyone was just like, we need to stalk her to stop this relationship, it's unhealthy. And it's just like, no one would think this. They would just assume it's her dad. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, and guess what? It was her dad. Why would you ever like? It just sucks. It sucks ass, and they need to stop doing it. Okay, that's enough of that. Do you want to go into Uzaki now? Actually, since I mentioned it, we talk
these
about
transitions. Yeah.
Are you caught up on that, John?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm one behind. How's it going?
It's the exact same.
I thought the little backstory thing with her was cute. Like, I was like, oh, this is nice,
Yeah.
but we don't see more of that. Like, there's a whole thing, like, kind of, it was like a nice little sweet thing, kind of elaborating more, like, what's the deal with them? And I think that makes way more sense now. I think it does open up a lot about, like, oh, okay, that's kind of why. But then it just kind of regresses back to the usual, like, formula.
Exactly.
Yes.
It is the same thing that we were saying, where it has like these really, really good moments, these really cute, really fun moments that just immediately get shoved over by the same bullshit. And I will say, I know this is gonna be a fucked up opinion, but the gag that got the best laugh out of me this entire 2 whatever episodes it has been was during the flashback, the fucked up cat shows up, but it's a kitten.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny. I thought that was really funny. Like I don't think the cat itself is fun. I don't think the cat and its face itself is funny. I just think that like the fact that they made it a kitten was like it's funny. That's funny. But I think the big thing that was the ground shaking addition to these episodes was that they introduced Uzaki's mom. And I feel like you have strong feelings about this, Elfie.
Yeah.
She was like so normal at first. I was like, oh, okay. She's like a typical. She has like the dead mom hair, though. So I was like worried at first. She has the dead mom side ponytail.
She's gonna die.
The Uzaki cancer.
She is
arc,
going to
like-
die. Yeah.
But then she became horny. They made her horny.
She's gonna die from horny. The horny's gonna kill her.
She's horny for him. Oh my god.
She's gonna jump in a pool and be like, "Oh, he'll save me and kiss me."
Oh god,
and then...
she needs like a cold shower. Like also the father's not in the picture. At least so maybe that's why she's lonely. But what the fuck? It's a bad board scenario.
She makes references to being married. Like there's some moments where she says like, "Is he into married women?" That's what she specifically says. She doesn't say like older women. She says married women. So
this is just
I
like, did you ever see Sakamoto-kun?
No.
Oh man, there's this fucking arc in Sakamoto-kun where he goes over a friend's house and the mom just falls in love with him, and he has to do these elaborate things to stop it, even though the mom's married or whatever. It just made me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look. I was having a little bit of a good time watching it because I think she's cute, but I also get it, and it is a lot. And I mean, they couldn't even figure out like okay, there's like the part where he's like really obsessed with a cat, and she thinks that he's checking her out because the cat's on her lap. Is like, you know, at least like believable and kind of funny. But when she goes to the restaurant or the cafe and he's like in the back with Uzaki talking about like coffee beans and he's like specifically talking about like the older beans or whatever, and he's like, I like them older, and it's like, come, make it at least a little bit believable. Like, come on, nobody's gonna be sitting in the fucking back of your cafe like, I like older coffee beans. You know what? That just gets me going. When they're older, ugh. Like nobody. What? Because at least the cat thing, it was set up because he's super obsessed with cats, but he's also like nervous around them, so he's not gonna immediately just rush over to pet it. And like there's some semblance of a joke there, but older coffee. What the hell are you talking about? Come on.
I think that to extend my crowd complaint with Uzaki-chan, I think part of my problem also was just like with the festival, for example. The even worse in Uzaki-chan, it has the problem I've already complained about, where the author thinks that he's the genius for creating this manga, and like it's God's gift to readers, and he's making the crowd get in on it too now. Like that's what it feels like. They're just like, the crowd's just like, damn, I love watching these two. These like, this is great. I love seeing couples in love. Like
she just knocks him out.
She killed him. She gave him a concussion.
She almost killed him.
Like,
and they just fucking stood there.
Like, everyone's watching, but they don't fucking do anything.
That illustrates your. It was funny, but that illustrates your fucked up problem. Like, we're like, yeah, what the fuck?
So this might be mean, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay.
Does this guy think that people are reading his manga for the story? Like, really?
He thinks he's the best writer.
Does he think that people are, like, reading this because they think that the fucking romance is so riveting? No, they want to look at her fucking titties! That's...
Yeah, I don't know what
like,
you're talking about, John. They aren't out there drawing the Sugoi Dekai shirt on literally every anime woman who's ever existed or anything, and making their boobs big. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
there's no, like, it's not like they're wearing the Sugoi Dekai shirt and then being like, I want to be in this very fun relationship with this other person. And, we joke around, we laugh, we bicker a little bit, but at the end of the day, there's nothing quite like having somebody that you really get along with. Like, no, they're not doing that. They're horny as shit. That's it. Like, come on, dude. Like, I don't know. It's...
Thinking about the Minecraft date now.
Yeah, you linked an image of someone playing Minecraft, and they like had a dinner table set up, and they were sitting across from like a PNG or probably even a JPEG.
Probably a JPEG
of Uzaki. Like, not even, they didn't even like reskin a model or like, no, it was just it was like a cardboard cutout in Minecraft.
It's like 2 blocks high.
Oh man, that was great.
Uzaki has done some irreparable damage to, like, I feel like anime Twitter as a whole.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when I don't know. It's rough out there right now, I feel like, and when that show is over, I'm not gonna feel relief in the normal sense, but there's gonna be something there. There's gonna be a moment where I'm like, oh, thank God it's over, but something new will happen. Something new will come up. Are you ready for the Komi-san discourse? Because I feel like my bones.
No, stop.
I feel like my bones. It's coming. It's happening.
It's coming. Yeah, you're right. What do you think next?
Yeah, are you ready for the post? I can fucking visualize it. I can visualize it right now. There is going to be a post that says, because she can't talk, she can't consent. That is 100% going to be a post. I can fucking feel it. I'm ready.
I'm going to stay away from it.
I'm ready, bring it on!
Oh my God. I'm staying. Viewers. Oh, God, you're just going to embolden them now. All right, no more horrible things, okay? No more horrible things. We're going. Okay. We had the good thing, and then we had the horrible minute. We can take a little break before we get back to more.
Okay.
Okay. Two things. One, Kirito and
Yes.
Asuna are trapped in the MMO for 200 years now or something.
200 years?
Yeah. So they accelerated the CPU cores, and the bad guys did, and they got everyone else out, but Kirito and Asuna were stuck inside, and they said that the acceleration is going to make their minds feel as if they have lived there for 200 years. And they're just stuck in there.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
What else?
That's about it. I think I'm one episode behind, so I don't know how that's going for them, but
Okay.
Kirito killed a guy. They had one thing that's killing me about I've said this, and a couple other people who use the site Discord have said it, but they really lost it towards the end of the last season. They just lost the thread. They just lost everything. They didn't know what they were doing anymore. And the most recent season is just so bad, in my opinion. It's just been really poorly paced, really poorly, nothing makes sense. They reuse the same bits, but they don't let anything meaningfully change ever for the first 8 episodes, where it was just how I kept saying stuff Asuna's friend who died from AIDS came back as a ghost and stuff like that. And it's these things keep happening on that level and stuff like that, but they don't fucking win or do anything. It just happens, and it's just and then it stops happening, and they just go on to the next one, and it just keeps happening over and over again. The worst one, they had Kirito's little boyfriend or whatever come out as a ghost sword, not exaggerating, 6 times, as his touching ghost coming back for one more fight. They did it 6 times in 3 episodes, and had played the same music, had him go Kirito, I believe in you with all my heart. They did it 6 times. It has no weight. It has nothing.
Rose,
yeah.
what are you gonna do when this show is over? What's going on? What are you gonna do?
At this point, so I was enjoying the first 2, like I said, the first season, the first 2 cores or whatever of this 4-core bit, and I was it's nice to have this nice thing. Now I'm just gonna be glad it's gone. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be glad. I'm gonna look for something else. There's gonna be something else. I'm sure there's something coming this fall that's, I don't know.
But to be fair, will it actually be over? I feel like Sword Art Online has hit a point where, yeah, it's a franchise, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, this will be
Might be something else.
season 7 is basically what's happening right now. I feel there's nothing else. I don't know if there's any other books. Let's look up. Let's see.
I mean, they might do that. They
Sword
might do more
Art
spin-off stuff with the
Online.
name, like that.
Yeah, I don't know what light novels there are. Let's see here. Light novels. Oh no, there is another one. Okay. So they only just got... He says this is the last arc that they're on right now, which began in 2018, and it's called Unital Ring. So I'm sure they'll make that.
Great.
Why has he made doujinshi of his own fucking work?
He's bored. I don't know.
Why even call them that then? That's... Why?
Because it's not official.
Why? It is though. It's him.
Is it? But is it part of the lore?
Yes. He said they're canonical.
Then okay. Then what
He's
the fuck?
full of shit. He is just full of it. Oh my god, he does it under a fake name. Oh, he is sick. This man is sick. What the hell? Imagine if Nasu just started being oh, here's a Fate Doujin series. My name is Baboko Pasu. I don't know,
Totally not NASA.
what is this? Why does he do this? Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's like tied up in like copyright, so he has to do that or something like that. Like
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
That's still weird.
Sword Art Online's like 12 years old. Oh man,
That's so weird. That is so weird that it's that old.
it's really, really, really old. Yeah, I'm gonna be glad. I think at this point, like, I mean, I'll watch whatever new one they make. Maybe it'll be better because that is made post him saying he was woke now or whatever. The new stuff will be, not this stuff. But yeah, this stuff, it's just been real bad. I'm disappointed. I'm genuinely disappointed. As shocking as that may be, like I expected better. And the other thing was Decadence. Are you caught up on Decadence, Elvie?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fucked up that little Game Boy. There was just a little man who was a Game Boy and he got shot and died. And there was like a soda can guy and he also got shot and died.
That's what's gonna happen to me one day.
died.
You're gonna get shot and died?
So many people died.
You're going to turn into a little Game Boy man.
Yeah, that's what's
Okay.
gonna happen. And then get shot and died.
I don't know. They survived the Gulf War. Remember, it's in the.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
This one just got shot and he died. He just died.
Okay.
A lot of them got shot and died because they were doing an uprising.
And then another one like sacrificed.
Oh yeah, that
himself
one
and
sacrificed
jumped into
himself after giving himself an
Also-
enema.
Yes.
This show has such a vibe to it all the time. It is constantly vibing. It is constantly off the shit all the time. But the confidence.
Actually off the shit.
Yeah, actually off the shit. Yeah. They just blew up the shit factory. The way that it does it is like the confidence, I feel like, is the thing. Like, they are able to confidently deliver stuff like, yes, they blew up a shit factory by a little robot that drinks his beer that comes out of him, question mark, gave himself an enema and jumped into a reactor and blew up, and you're just like, damn, that's fucked up that happened. Like, you're not like, that was stupid as hell. What the fuck was that? You're just like, damn. Like, I think it's an incredibly...
The confidence of cutting between those scenes with the little robot aliens and then cutting it back to the fake world, which is like the serious stuff.
Yeah, and these
And then like, at the end, at least the latest episode, the end where he's like, "Listen, this world is fucking fake." Like,
It's a video
he says
game.
that. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, that fucking fight with the purple guy was like unhinged. That was like he was just like doing backwards flips and like fucking dragon punches and stuff. Like, he was...
I'm like, what is most spectacular? You know, as you know, talking about the confidence of the show is that the most interesting character designs that they kind of have established in the beginning, with, you know, like, again, within that virtual world,
Yeah.
within the Monster Hunter pseudo world, whatever. Those characters are not important.
Yeah.
The badass hunter lady in the opening, she's not important. At least so far. She shows up in a bit at the end saying like, "Oh shit, things are happening." She's in the know of like, "Oh yeah, this is all fake." But she didn't do anything like in the past episodes so far. It's been like 70% of like the little robot alien people in real life, I guess, in reality. But yeah, none of those characters we see in the opening, none of those people are important.
It's
It's wild.
I really want...
Or at least they're ambiguous as to who their
Yeah.
personas are in like the reality. I think and they don't a lot of them don't quite look like what you think they do, which I kind of like. It's like, oh, okay, you have to realize like, oh, that's who that is.
I mean, the hunter lady's a tanker, right? She's not a...
Yeah.
She's just a person, right? She's not controlled by anyone?
Yeah.
I am waiting. I am fucking waiting for the day that the main character girl gets to see little fucking man with his jetpack. I am like dying. I need to see it. I need to see what she thinks of this like shitty little man with his hot rod jetpack on his back and like his little goggle eyes and his deep brooding voice.
This is who I am. Yeah.
That
And the whole thing too, where like he just quickly swap bodies, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, cool, you're alive, no big deal. It's like insane. That's just like
the
not questioning who that other person was.
that Monsters Inc. segment that where they were just riding on like doors basically like in Monsters Inc. was like unreal. There's like a whole episode, John, where they were doing like a stealth mission to get his body back to go into the game. And it's just these little, it's just like they're fucking jumping around and dying and shit on all these.
They're like capsules where these are they're quote unquote the avatars. You can kind of just go in and like, oh, that's how you know, it's like literally entrances to you for you to come out as that character, like whatever that, you know, like data storage, just like a giant server room basically. And then when you go through that thing or put yourself in that thing, that's how you come out as when you go into virtual.
Yeah, like a real
so
person.
It literally was like doors. Yeah.
They were just like riding on these fucking things everywhere. It was like exactly, and they're like, like they were like they would just eat shit and die, and then like it would just cut back to the virtual guy. And go like, damn, I'm stuck. Like what the fuck. It's such a fucked up show. So it is like unhinged. That is like, I know I say that a lot, but it was like so unhinged. Like. Oh man, just the visual design. I keep saying it, but it's so unique. Like I cannot name anything else that looks like this fucking show. Just make Tamagotchis.
And like doing it in such like a straight way.
Yeah,
because normally when you see something
completely
like this,
straight.
it's like in a funny way.
Yeah.
It's like for comedic purposes, like how you see the Whiplash and like. Yeah, like to go back to your series now. Who knows when it's Gallon Dinosaur and Pop TV.
Yeah.
The art style Whiplash is for a comedic effect. This is doing it because it's like serious.
Yeah,
like,
and fucked up stuff happens when they look like the funny little guys. Like
people die.
people die. Oh man, like just that shitty little robot that gets drunk all the time, just sitting in the corner. He's been shot, and he's like, "What am I doing with my life, huh?" A hero. That's what I always wanted to be. It's just like, this is fucking happening right now. Like, this.
Literally what happened is that, for context, they're having like an uprising. And this is how everything is now starting to catalyze where the world might be breaking, because now that they stopped their labor and they're like literally destroying kind of like the reactor to kind of, which is a big power supply to like the virtual. It's fucking everything up, and it's like, oh, okay, they're making progress. They're literally having some insane, like, uprising in a shit factory. Again, to remind you, they are, like, dealing with a giant monster's, like, poop. And, like, the poop is, like, powering the virtual world.
Yeah.
In the virtual world, they're hunting that same monster and also resourcing the poop from... It's, like, a whole poop cycle. It's, like, this 50% of the show is, like, revolving around poop.
That reminds me, my favorite thing, the funniest thing to me in the last 2 episodes was how whenever a character throws up, it's instant. It's instantaneous. Just this like this wave coming out of them, and it just happens like 70 times in the last episode. Where it's just like they're like whatever, like putting out that horrible smoke everywhere, and just like this is like what's going on? Like just instantly, it was just so fucking funny to me. I don't know why. It was just. What a show.
Yeah, I feel like it's like one of those shows where like my expectations of it like get higher and higher because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's
3 episodes left. Like,
Oh my God,
and they just blew up the factory.
It's kind of making me nervous. I'm like, the only thing I think of is like she learns the world is fake, but then what happens then? Is she fucking stuck because she's like the only real person? Like, what happens?
I mean, there are real people.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's just she's not chipped, right? That's the thing. She doesn't have the.
Yeah.
Man, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? I just am waiting for the thing that happens in the opening where the little guy goes sicko mode and it shows like the guy going sicko mode too. I just want to see that happen. I need to see it happen. The little guy is the funniest thing to me. He really is just like that is our
man.
That's our hero. That's our hero. This little man.
And he's like, he's also like the most expressionless compared to all of the other ones. So something about it is very funny. That adds to the funniness, I think.
Oh, he's so fucking good. I just cannot wait because I don't know if the main girl does, but the super hunter lady has like a super big crush on him. And just like, because he looks like a sad dad in the video game.
Yeah, he's a sad dad.
Just waiting,
he's like a DILF type.
waiting for them to fucking see when he's this shitty little man. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I need to see it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, John, what have you been doing? I'm sorry.
Well, I wrote down same shit, different day again. Because same shit, different day. Got fucking Pokemon and healing good, because that's what's going on. It's just fucking... I don't know. I guess I could talk about Pokemon first, because, I don't know. It's I can barely remember some of this shit. I just watched Pokemon yesterday, and I have to pull up the fucking Wikipedia article for this, because I was just like, alright, whatever. Okay. So the first one that I watched, Go wants to catch a fucking Pikachu. Isn't that great? Because he's like, I need a Pikachu. If you've got a Pikachu, I gotta get a Pikachu. And so the big thing was... Okay, actually, hang on. I'm just gonna mention really quick, because I am scrolling through... I'm scrolling on Bulbapedia, and I just got an ad for buy shiny Pokemon for cheap. Up to 50% off. Buy it now.
Oh.
Wow.
Earlier when I was streaming a video game, and a person just came into my chat and said, "Want to be famous? Buy follower." And then a Bitly.
Okay.
And I was just like, "Wow, they just go to chats now." Like I thought it was like the DMs. So. Like wow.
No?
Online advertising like that is a scourge. I think the only time
I agree.
It gets very bold.
Yeah, the only time I've ever had fun with it is they used to have these real money traders in Final Fantasy XIV, and they would just say insane things to you. Like they would just send you a message that's like, "Existence is reasonable. Let's make things better. Buy Gil."
Huh?
Like just like
that is horrifying.
They would just say things like that.
Cultish,
like they would just say like, "Existence is reasonable." It's like all auto translate stuff like that, and it was just like the funniest shit constantly. Like, anyway, sorry, anime.
Well,
go ahead.
But yeah, the shiny
fine.
thing sounds like that's always been a thing. But I'm not surprised if more people are trying to make a hustle
Yeah.
out of it, especially since
All that shit is hacked.
Yeah.
All that shit is hacked. If you were gonna buy shinies from me, I'd make sure that they were 100% homegrown, real shinies. None of that fake shit. I'd make sure that you got the real deal. All right. So I'm not gonna do that though.
Yeah.
Organic shiny.
I'm not gonna do that. Organic,
grass fed.
grass fed. Well,
No
puffin
antibiotics.
Yeah, puffin.
Yeah, or
berry.
curry. I think curry's in the Sun and Moons. Curry fed. So yeah, it's just whatever. So the build up to this episode was like, oh my god, there's thunderstones all over this episode. Is Pikachu gonna evolve? And no, of course not. Like, no, they're not gonna do that. But Go catches a Pikachu, and almost immediately it evolves into a Raichu because they needed it to do that. So.
Did they make Raichu a dick again for no reason, even though Raichu's adorable and everyone's friend?
No, actually, it was nice, and it's got a crush on Pikachu because it's a girl Raichu.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a girl. Yeah.
I miss
kinda
Gorochu.
cute.
I want Gorochu to be real.
Gorochu should be real. And so should that little tiger.
The fact that
that
tiger's
stuff.
not a real Pokemon is so fucked to me. That's like,
Yeah,
That's a done design. That is
Yeah, it's
done.
perfect. It doesn't even need it.
Yeah.
They passed over that twice. That was in
What
the red
were they
and blue
doing?
beta.
Those people had no.
Those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they were like, oh fucking Stanler, go ahead. That's a great Pokemon. Go ahead. Yeah, like fuck off.
Also, another thing that I'm going to mention on Bulbapedia is because Go has so many Pokemon, they have to list every single one that appears in each episode,
God.
and so it takes like a solid 2 seconds to scroll through all of Go's Pokemon.
What if they bring back the
this
Poke
page.
Rap for him? Like there's like, well, how many has he caught this time? Let's go. Azumarill, Zubat,
I don't fucking know.
Stanler.
It's bad. And so then I'm clicking on the next episode. Okay, the next episode, again, nothing's happening in these episodes, I feel like it's kind of cool that they're going to these different areas, but this one just completely washed over me. I was just like, what, who cares? Ash is depressed because he lost against B, and so he keeps losing because he's just being stupid with his Riolu and he's not actually doing anything right. So he's not doing very well with his battles. It's very sad.
I was just looking it up because I was curious if Stanler has shown up in the anime at all, and the fact that Go has a Stanler is pissing me
Go
off.
has a
I'm gonna be
Stantler,
real
yes.
with you. Fuck that. Stanler
Yeah.
needs to be left in the past.
Well, Go needs to catch every single Pokemon. That's
Well,
what he's gonna
what
do.
if
He wants to catch all of them.
How funny would it be if he catches all of them except Stanler, and then he goes and he says, "I caught them all," and someone's like, "Where's Stanler?" He's like, "Who? No, that's not a real."
Still what?
And then everyone tries to point out no, Stanler, come on, and then they're like, they can't remember Stanler.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm 90% sure that they invented Stantler so they could have a Pokemon that would be relatively related to Santa. They needed some kind of deer.
They had Delibird.
No, but like a fucking something to pull his sleigh. Delibird can't pull the sleigh.
You're right. I'm looking here, and every other time that it's appeared in the anime, it's been to do a fucking Christmas stupid bullshit every single time.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Stanler's
So, yes,
little
so-
helpers.
Yeah, they get a call that there's a sandstorm in Mauville City. You remember Mauville City from Hoenn?
Yep.
I do.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, I don't know if that's the song. Never mind.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a sandstorm, and they go into the sandstorm, and there's a Trapinch, a Vibrava, and a Flygon, and Go catches all of them, and that's it. That's fucking it.
Brava?
Yeah, he catches all three of them. The
Oh, he
three
got all of them.
evolutions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Very exciting. I mean, it's just they're trying to they're doing something where Ash was like, "Oh, you did something cool with your Pokemon. I got to do cool stuff with mine. I have to do different tactics instead of just trying the same shit over and over." And it's like, bro, how long have you been battling? What are you doing? Come on. The next episode might be fun though because it's actually about them going to Alola again. So, I guess that might be cool. I mean, it's not really a good nostalgia thing because it's been 30-something episodes since he's been in Alola, so it's not that big of a deal. But, okay. I don't know.
It's
That's
nice
kind
that
of it.
they're going back to revisiting people again after it really felt like, from what I could tell, they just stopped that shit unless it was Brock and Misty are here for one episode or something.
Yeah.
Because it used to be all the time, they would just be oh, I called up fucking, I don't know, Sabrina on the phone or something. Not Sabrina, but they would do a ton of shit in their first 3 generations of anime, where they would do callbacks. And it really felt like after that they stopped. They just stopped. They were just no more. So Stanler's Pokédex entries here, just real quick. In Ruby and Sapphire, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it says that they have been hunted close to extinction.
Are you going to say good? They should have finished it?
No. No. I'm going to say that's fucked up because every single other game has the same thing, which is if you look if you look near a Stanler's antlers, reality is distorted. And it's like, what? Okay. Every other game's like, they have fucked up horns, and then Ruby and Sapphire's like, they're all dead because of it. Like, it's like, okay. Really weird. Like, all the other ones have the same one. It's just that reality is distorted by their horns. Ruby and Sapphire. That's enough about Stanler. I'm sorry. I just, you know.
That's fucked up.
I'm glad that
It
this
is fucked
Pokemon
up.
anime is good. I know I say this every single time, but I really am just glad. I'm really glad they have so much heart.
It's fun.
Like,
Yeah.
I hope they continue to like reference weird, stupid bullshit in that's like across Pokemon games that no one talks about anymore, like the old ones. Like, what if they went to Naval Rock? You know, like what if they just did that?
They should go to Ore.
Yeah, what if they
or,
went to
like-
Ore? Yeah.
Yeah, or like the Pokemon Ranger plays, or I don't know. They should just do an
Troze
episode.
Island.
Troze, yeah, fuck it. Who cares? There should just be an episode where they sit down and watch TV. There should just be a Pokemon Channel episode.
Oh,
fuck it.
man.
I'm ready. The world is ready.
Pikachu wants to go to the beach and wish on a star, so Jirachi will bring the last tape that has the Pichu Brothers finale on it. Hurry, we need to go. They need to see the Pichu Brothers again.
Yeah, what if the Pichu brothers showed up, but they weren't Pichu anymore, they were just Raichu? And then they're like, bro, why aren't you... They'd be like, why didn't you evolve? What are you, some kind of
What's
loser?
wrong with you? Yeah. It's really fucked up. I was thinking about it because I had a couple people were talking about it, I think, because I know a couple people who watch that show also, and they were talking about how fucked up it is that like the original anime posited evolution as a villainous thing, like for no reason, and like had like Lieutenant Surge's Raichu just be evil for no reason, and like be like, yeah, Pikachu, if you evolve, you become evil. Like, it's so weird. And then, like,
Yeah,
they
like-
doubled that down with Charizard being fucked up, too. Like, I know they were trying to do the, like, oh, it's too strong for, you know, the badges or whatever thing. But, like,
Yeah.
that's another thing where it's just, like, evolution's bad.
I just feel like it's bizarre that they're still... you know, they want to keep it... They want to keep Pikachu as Pikachu because it's the series mascot, but the fact that Pikachu is, like, still so, like... fucked up about it because of what happened 20-something years ago against Lieutenant Surge, you know? Like, what the hell? Like,
Oh, man.
Ash is just like, Pikachu wants to stay a Pikachu because it wants to be strong as a Pikachu. It's like, bro, you know when that motherfucker evolves, its stats just go up. Like,
That's all.
baseline.
Ash read about an Eviolite once and was like, all right, that's enough.
He read some like wretched like column.
He's on
Kinda,
Smogon.
like, how some horrible like counter movement where like I think a lot about the awful like I think about like you know and this is awful and this needs to stop. You got you know I think this is something you got snitch on someone if they do it. But you know like vegans who think that pets can be vegan,
Yeah.
like, no fuck you. They
Absolutely. He's like one of those people.
Ash just stifling something that is a natural process.
He has a Facebook group where they all think it's fine and they share memes about like how
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
anti-evolution. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's definitely that's actually a thought. I wonder if there are like anti-evolutionists in Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely. Ash is one of them. Like if you look at season 1, Squirtle doesn't evolve.
Yeah, you're right. I think there was an
Bulbasaur
episode
doesn't?
on this, but I don't recall specifically.
Yeah, I feel like there was too. I mean, there was that one with
yeah.
Eevee also. Again,
yeah,
another
yeah.
one where they were like, "Oh, Eevee won't evolve."
I don't think, but I remember that. It was like the Eevee brothers, yeah, and then that one kid. But it was more like he was unsure, you know.
Yeah.
And I think when they came back, it became an Espeon or something.
Yeah,
I
that
could be
sounds
wrong,
right. That
or-
sounds
Or an
correct.
Umbreon. It was mostly that. Yeah, it was kind of them introducing. Oh yeah. Like I think it was them introducing like happiness. It was kind of like around the generation where it introduced like the day and night concept that evolution will be influenced by that. I think that was what that was, or something to that effect. Like, oh yeah, there's other elements to what can influence your evolution, or like how, how that can potentially affect it, besides using a stone. I think that's what that was. So as far as we know, Ash is the only devotee that has been made visible to anti-evolution.
That's sick. What a sick little man.
Well, yeah, that's Pokemon. I don't know if y'all want me to keep going, but
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't have anything. I know LV has some stuff, but we can get to that if you want to do your Precure bit.
Sure, yeah, we kept watching Precure. Oh my god, what the fuck? Folks, they're like, so the last few episodes have been them, I guess, focusing on the new girl. And she's just like an alien. She's not human, so she doesn't understand, like, emotions. So she had to, like, she couldn't process that she liked Princess Latte because she didn't know what liking something meant. So the whole episode was the girls, like, trying to explain to her what liking something was, and then they had to fight the pathogerm. And then the newest episode was her trying to figure out what cute meant, and then they had to fight the pathogerm. It's been really strange. It feels like everything is, like, really disconnected. Because the whole thing with the pathogerms, which doesn't raise the stakes at all, it just makes it super, like, one-on-one, is that the villains have discovered that if they cut off pieces of the pathogerm before it gets killed, they can take those pieces and shove it into the new one, and it makes it super strong immediately. And so they've just been doing that, and the other three, the original three girls can't do anything to these super strong pathogerms. But the new girl can, and she just beats them immediately, so it's not even like it's more dangerous, it's just, she just has to take care of everything, and it's like, okay, why are the other girls even there anymore? It's weird. It's very weird what they're doing with that. But I don't know, it's kind of cute that they're, trying to help this new person out, like, figure out their emotions. It was very funny seeing the newest episode was, they're trying to explain the concept of cute. So, Hinata, it brings them to a dog park with this dog that she's fostering. Like, it's this little puppy that was very skittish. And she's talking about how, like, it was frustrating, trying to raise this dog, but eventually it warmed up to me, I think it's really a cute dog now. But it was just extremely fucked up seeing these normal dogs next to Latte. She's just this fucked up, evil beast that we all hate to see. But then there's these normal dogs drawn like actual normal dogs, and you're just sitting there like, why would this exist? Why would these creatures occur? It's fucked up. I don't like to see her. I don't like to see the dog. We all enjoy seeing the dog sick. So that's just what happens.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Maybe if you watched, you would understand.
I don't want the dog to be sick.
You would if you knew.
What did the dog do? You want danger to be nearby for their little peaceful lives to be uprooted because the dog is sick?
Not necessarily. I don't want the danger to exist, but if the dog is suffering, we're all
so you like the
it.
episode where it was just normal sick?
Yeah, that was a riot. That was
What is wrong? This is sick. This is sick. My God.
I don't know. I mean, it's just how it is. You have to accept it.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to accept it. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. That's fucked up. All right, LV. They're still not explaining the talking animals and fire force. I was hoping you had an answer.
They're still not. Oh my god, they're still not fucking explaining the talking animals. There's not to say. Like, it's now kind of just entering, which is cool. It's like fun to look at, but I can't quite describe what's happening because nothing really is happening. It's just like fight sequences right now. And they're kind of building up to the season closing at this point, so there's nothing really going on besides like, oh yeah, here's some cool like Sakuga fight sequences. Here you go. There's nothing else really happening. And again, like I appreciate they're actually using like the minor characters we have had this whole time. Suddenly, they're now being utilized. Thank you. But no, the talking animals show up again at the end, and they just start talking, and they're like, "Shit, stop fucking up our forest with all these fires."
The Lorax.
And they just don't. No one's questioning it. They're just like, "Oh shit, you're right. We should." Which is weird. I don't know if there's gonna be some weird like, which makes sense, I guess. Like, there's some circle around to like forest fires and like everything else going on, and how fires are like. I don't know.
Right now, topical.
Right now. Well, I don't live in that region of the U.S.
Yeah,
but I hope y'all are safe.
Yeah,
in the
I
West
hope everyone's
Coast,
Yes,
'cause
please
what
stay
is
safe.
going on with that nightmare ass Silent Hill sky?
A lot of I am seeing so many different skies,
Oh,
and they are so
God.
scary, all of them.
It's wild. I read the science behind it, and like their air quality is apparently fine.
Really,
But
it's just
the idea that the smoke is rising so far up into the atmosphere. It's creating that color.
that's great. I love to hear that.
It's insane. Yeah. Yeah, so that's still bad. That's still obviously very bad. But otherwise, people can still, like, do things.
That's great. That's exactly what they
Yeah.
want to hear. And all the
God. Yeah, I don't know. Hope that gets addressed somehow. Yikes. And hope you all safe over there listening. But no, yeah, it's kind of just it's like stuff is just going. There's nothing much to say about Fire Force really, which I guess is a good thing. It's not me complaining about it as I used to consistently. Now it's just kind of like, oh, it's just going. Like God of High School, I would say it's also just going. I don't really. It's both of these series are just kind of like now intentionally, not intentionally, intensely action focused, and that's just what they're doing. They're just flinging some fists, and not much to say about it. It's just happening.
yeah. I'm way behind on God of High School because I like.
They're just kind of deep in the tournament phase now. Now it's kind of like back to a little formulaic. And it's like, oh, okay, it's still good. It's still good. It's still some interesting stuff happening. Interesting characters.
All right, so
That's pretty much it.
what's going on in Hentai Heroes then?
Oh no.
Y'all have to pick up my slack.
Oh god, it's getting worse. Okay, they finally had a beach episode. I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier for a show like this. They're like, oh, we gotta go on vacation. First of all, not much has happened. I don't know what's justifying them to go on vacation. So yeah, like beyond that, like the last episode, nothing was happening, and I'm like, what happened to the aliens? The aliens are actively, invading Earth. I guess they're going to go on vacation. Anyway, they go on vacation to the beach. They rent out a house, that whole deal. And coincidentally, there is a sea cucumber invasion on the beach.
I wonder where those
As we know,
cucumbers are
anime's
going.
history- Yeah, As we know, anime's history with sea cucumbers, it's not great. It's horrible. It's like animal abuse. Like, leave these fuckers
is really
alone. They
fucked.
just exist. They're like one-celled organisms that just exist to exist. Please let them be. They don't even have eyes. God, they don't even know. What
They
they're
don't
doing.
know anything.
They don't know anything. They just exist. But these do. They put like googly eyes on them. I kid you not. They put like googly eyes, so they kind of made them cute, which makes the situation even worse, as I will get into. Okay, yeah, they have a sea killer invasion. They're at the beach. Then the other like hentai heroes team from Tokyo, the one they just literally introduced 2 episodes ago, they're like, oh shit. What a coincidence that we see you here because we're on a job to exterminate the sea cucumbers who we believe are actually like planted by the aliens. And they're not normal sea cucumbers. So they're there. Of course, things go fucked up. Things go sideways. They introduce like 2 new characters. One of them, she's like a glasses girl. They didn't really do anything with her. But one of them is a guy. It's actually another guy. Like after like all these episodes, they introduce another male character, and he's like younger than our main character. He's like oh god, I don't want to say this. I'm a straight guy. I don't want to say this, but he's clearly designed to be that twink. Yeah. And like he's like a little feminine, but he's our guy. They say he's a guy. He is a guy. And yeah, he kind of he and the main character get to know each other better. They like relate on the level of like, oh yeah, like girls, whatever. I don't understand them. Like literally, that's what happens. They bond, and now it's like kind of like, oh okay, this is kind of funny. But anyway, of course, the series really went downhill in terms of like weight. Again, it just really regressed in terms of like, yeah, we're just like a dumb ass fans of our show. We're not gonna like hide it anymore. And most of the time, the male main character is gonna be saving the day, and the girls are all kind of now like damsels all the time, which makes no goddamn sense. They're supposed to be a team. The girls, unfortunately, like the sea cucumbers. Oh no, they're just now all over them, and of course, exactly what you expect is happening. And the sea cucumbers, in fact, the conspiracy is true. The sea cucumbers are related to the aliens. The sea cucumbers are sent on Earth to suck the hentai energy out of everyone.
That's so fucked up that they would do that to us.
I know, terrible. And so, and then like the whole thing with the new guy character, they're talking about like, you know, he's kind of insecure. He feels a little embarrassed because he like compares himself to the main character too, who he's like actually buff and decently muscly, and otherwise he feels like he's like a small frame person. He's very petite. He's like kind of lanky. And the whole thing really is just introducing the concept that he gets most powerful when he sees other people like victimized. It's like a twisted ass like. So again, the whole thing about each person is that they all kind of have a weird. And I don't think I explained this properly. All of their they all perform at their highest peak when they kind of fulfill a fetish or something. I don't know if that's my best way to describe it, but they all have like a weird specialty. And I'm like, no, that's like a fetish. You're describing a fetish. This show has fucking weird words just to wrap around the fact that, no, these are like superpowers. They're like superheroes. Like, no, these are like adult film terms you are using here. You're not like, you're just walking around this because you're trying to brand us as a superhero show. But that's the whole thing. He sees like, there's a whole thing where he pushes the main character like on the pile of girls, and he's like, oh yeah, he's able to defeat the alien that way because he enjoys the sight of seeing other people in unfortunate sexual. He's like a voyeur, like that's his thing. It's like, what the fuck. But yeah, that's that for that episode. Like the sea cucumbers, once again, a victim of anime. There needs to be a movement to protect sea cucumbers against this abuse. It's horrible. They don't do anything. And yeah, that's it for Hentai Heroes. Nothing of any importance again once again happened. Again, they're kind of going back to the formula. Like, yeah, there's like a monster episode, monster of the week. We're going to resolve a problem. This one character fulfills the arc, and they're never really, like, revisited again. So, I don't know. The show's ending soon. Thank goodness. I don't know how it's going to end. Like, and again, it's reached a point, too, where it seems like the main character is pretty content with, like, yeah, I like this one girl. So, like, the point of, like, the whole not reverse, but the whole point of the harem they try to establish in the beginning is really useless and futile. Because he's not even, like, doing anything with the other girls. Or there's nothing even worth teasing about. Like, it's clear he just wants to stay with, like, one girl. But, yeah. It's all unsexy stuff, no substance. It is what it is. Hentai Heroes. There you go. I survived a beach episode from the series, so there you go. I hope there's not another one. We're way too close to having a
Beach 2.
Oh god, that would be the finale probably. Everyone's just naked.
So everyone, it's just pure blinding light, the whole screen, right?
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I'm expecting. I'm shocked actually that there wasn't a lot of like, the censorship beams, the white sensor lasers. Again, I'm expecting the finale to just be one white screen through all like 20 to 30 minutes of can't see shit, which is fine. Totally fine. I'm shocked this is a manga. I thought it was, I think I mentioned this last time. This is not an anime original. This is based on a manga series that's still going. I don't know what's going on there, but all right.
Why would you... Is the manga uncensored?
I don't know. I actually don't even know if it's actually like hentai. I don't think it is. I think it's again just still categorized.
You never know these days.
It does enough where it's still just hentai.
Is the problem.
It's just
there's so many hentai series that get reworked into ecchi shows or whatever. Like that.
Yeah.
What was that one? The Why the Hell Are You Here, Sensei? That one from like a couple seasons ago. A few seasons ago.
Oh, really?
That was a hentai that they reworked into an ecchi series, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, there's also been there's been outright like explicit yaoi that's been turned into like softcore, which has been really bad too. It's like, oh god. Yeah, it's just wow, cowards. But yeah, I don't know. I think it actually is just a manga, ecchi manga. But yeah, you're right. Also, ecchi has been thinning the line all the time.
So I was curious what was coming out next season, just to do a peek, not our full look. And there's so many things. The Inuyasha,
like a
the new
result of
Inuyasha
everything being rescheduled. Oh, the children.
The Demon Slayer movie. Like I forget what the other thing was. Like Higurashi is going to happen.
Oh wow, that remake. I'm surprised it's. Well, I guess they want to do it in time for Halloween.
They just delayed it for the virus. It was supposed to come out in summer, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. That would make more sense.
Halloween was a good idea, though. You're thinking better than they are.
This is for their benefit. This is actually a good thing.
There's like a lot of shows because they all got delayed there.
Yeah, like majors.
Yeah, and a lot of movies too. But we'll talk about that next time. John, you can finish up with whatever you'd like to talk about to finish this up.
All right. Well, the last thing I have to say is that we've been watching Lucky Star in the Chooch chat.
Yeah,
it's actually been a pretty good time. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone's really like questioned that Lucky Star has been good or bad lately, but I've been watching it with everyone in there. We've been watching the dub specifically, and that holds up pretty well too. It's snappy. It's funny. I really like a good dub that like allows the voice artists to just go ham, and it really feels like that's what they did with this. Just really well directed. It's cute. It's funny. It's still pretty topical today. You know, like otakus will be otakus even in 2020. I like it a lot. So hey, Lucky Star is a thing. We've only watched a few episodes, which is why I'm not like, I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it, but you know. Kunada's still the best out there, you know? She's still doing a ton of cool shit. What do you think Kunada's doing with her life right now?
Gacha games.
That's it?
Embezzlement.
Both. I can see both.
Larceny? Grand larceny?
Yeah, she's definitely in, like, she's definitely doing the heinous thing of, like, selling stuff through games.
She's buying all the graphics
money.
cards.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran the concept that she's just doing what, fucking, what's his name? The fucking Nazi dude was doing in WoW, just farming gold, WoW gold.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably what she's doing. She's just like, she might have been the one that messaged you in Final Fantasy, Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's smart enough to set up bots and stuff to do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she probably does have like a streamer persona in some fashion. I can see that.
Yeah, she wouldn't be a VTuber, but she'd be a streamer. I could see her just being a streamer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well,
that's it.
We did get some. We did get some questions.
Go for it.
And opinions. So if you want to send in those, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask anytime. Just send them anytime. And you'll sound like these folks right here. Century Punk asks, Monster of the Week stuff never gets old for me. Is there formulaic setup that doesn't bug you or that you even love? Like how some people even still adore tournament arcs? What are some cliche arcs that you still dig?
I like when they're making a new sword. I just think it's cool every time. Like, it's just like, oh, we got the materials, and then, like, they're making it, and it's like, whoa. I think it's awesome.
That makes sense. How about you, Elvie?
I'm trying to think.
The beach episode, clearly, as you just said. That's your favorite.
Oh, Lord. Which is also a series that does a monster of the week at the same time, or tries to, but kind of doesn't do it consistently. I don't know. I'm like kind of into like the whole thing where a character is depressed for like 2 episodes. And then on the third count, they like, oh, okay, something happens where it's like, oh shit, never mind. You know, like they kind. I kind of like that whole cycle constantly in every series ever, like tons of series where like they experience failure, and then something down the line happens where they have to like pick up. You know, like, and again, that's like a natural like I guess journey of the hero kind of like letter. But specifically in anime, like there is something about it that is both funny but also enticing to me, because usually the end result is not something you would expect, especially across different genres. I just kind of like that whole thing where like, especially what would I think of? Like magical girl series. I think I can think easily of magical girl series where like usually they would get stuck in a rut, and again because of how they are set up, it's usually because they have to unlock a new power. And usually that segues into them introducing a new character to help the team out. Like, oh yeah, you can't do this alone. You gotta get the help of your friends. I don't know. I'm like kind of into that. It's like very cheesy. It's very cute, but also very silly. I don't know. It just has like all these elements where it's like, it's kind of like wholesome. Like in real life, like yeah, you can't do things alone. You gotta figure things out with someone else.
I think my answer is less a setup and more just a type of show. I just will always love just ensemble casts. I love when there's a good collection of characters that bounce off of each other really well, and they'll have single character episodes where each individual one shines, and then at the end they all get together and use what they learned over the series. Like, I will always eat that up. Anytime, just inject that right into my veins, Like, that's why I dug Princess Principal so much, because it's just that. I love it, love it, love it. I will always take stuff like that. So just give me ragtag groups of friends that come together to do something. That is my shit.
Let me say one that I really hate that I was thinking of recently because I was playing some game or something. But my least favorite, it's the opposite of that almost. Well, it's kind of like that, but it's the JoJo Part 5 trope style thing where super dude comes into existing group of friends and just like makes them do something. I hate that personally. Whereas like I feel like the Princess Principal one works way better, right? Because they're just like. They're all their own people, and no one's like super duper more than the other ones,
Sure.
Like make them do something as in they become absorbed.
Yeah, like in part 5 of JoJo, he's just like, I have a dream. And everyone's like, yeah, let's go. Woo, this guy's a genius.
That's like a huge problem in stuff like Dragon Ball, where like you have these like kind of like what like arguably this is why people like Vegeta, but also that is like kind of like a wordy point to bring up, especially when it comes to a character like Piccolo, where like they kind of just became absorbed in the rest of the cast, and like now they're kind of just silly and goofy, but then are we kind of forgetting like of the stuff they did in the past? That is kind of weird. I think it's especially a problem in shonen with these huge casts. They just kind of the villains get these, or like some sort of like powerful being like gets absorbed in the main cast, and they kind of just lose any sort of sense of like epicness that they once had, or they get redeemed in a way that seems a little weird.
Yeah.
Baruto. I must say that curse word, Baruto. If that's a wordy example to bring them out, like it's a whole epilogue where that's a walking example of that being really bad. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we have a plea in our Ask box. Anonymous just says, "Watch Last Exile." Okay. This is a plea. Well, if you subscribe to our Patreon at the $3 tier, which is the only tier, you can tell us to watch whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, we're forced to eventually.
I mean, technically, you can't force us to watch bad stuff, but hateful
like,
shit
what
stuff.
if someone came out, John? This is my fear right now. My fear is like in like 2 seasons, someone tries to pull a little like joke and we have Ozaki-chan in the thing again. Like we just like they're like, oh yeah, you should check out Ozaki-chan.
Then we won't.
I know, it's just my fear that it'll happen.
It won't happen.
I love how that's the example you're often compared to anything else.
That's what I was.
Really
Well, like I don't expect
'Cause
the
I was
people
thinking
who
of
listen to this show to, there's a couple practical jokers out there. You never know, and I just.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. So patreon.com/VGCC. Give us $3 a month. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then I guess we'll round this off with an opinion. Gregory Zero pops in and says, recently finished up Legend of the Galactic Heroes rewatch that we started at the beginning of the year and it was absolutely the right time for it. It's a perfect show to get engrossed in long enough to be able to shut everything else out. Made sure to watch the High Dive release this time, and their subs are very good, aside from a random F slur showing up near the end. Truly worth the time and effort just to watch it again.
There's so many early dubs where that happens, like Cromartie High, right?
Cromartie High, yeah.
Oh
Was that what you...
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, every time I watch it with people, I have to be like, look, it happens once, and that's it. And, I mean, yeah, same, like, I think we talked about in the Kill Me Baby episode, they dropped the R word once, out of nowhere. And it's just like, all right, great.
In the
thanks.
like, is there a
in the
dub
in the dub
show?
in the dub?
Oh, okay.
Both of these are in the dub. Both of these are in the dub.
Oh, okay.
But I guess this was in the subtitled version on High Dive, which I guess I don't know if that's a new translation or what. Because I mean, if it's a new translation, that's especially egregious. But if they're going on something old, that is still pretty weird. I don't know. I mean, it's bad no matter what. But yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird. All right. So that's everything then, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. John, you already did the Patreon plug, so I don't have to do it.
Sure, yeah. It's done.
Speaking of Patreon, though, we do have our this time of month. It's that second month, the month after. One of us picks an anime where we take one from the patrons who put one forward, and this time around we're picking Kofuku Graffiti, or Gourmet Girl Graffiti, as it is known across streaming sites. You can find it on High Dive. Gregory Zero picked this one. Thank you.
Yeah, we read off your opinion, and now we're going to watch something that you're going to... So we're going to give you an opinion pretty soon.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice trade-off.
Real exchange of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that does it. Thank you both for joining me on this other episode of podcast, and we'll be here next... in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we're going to talk about the new season of anime. And probably whatever the hell happens at the ending of Decadence or whatever.
Oh boy.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So yeah, I hope everyone out there has stay on the West Coast. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Please.
And everywhere else, stay safe too, because not much better over there. But hey, it'll be okay. So have a good night, day, week, month, year, etc., so on and so forth. And see you next time on another episode of Choochagatari.